Willie D Live.
When it came to us in the Christian blood, remember we were started by babies. You know, the first dudes was in their teens. The ideal of it was something to be great, but the people who started didn't have a chance to make it grow into what it was supposed, what they wanted it, or they seen it can grow, or maybe we can grow into it. And now you get the powers that be to get involved now. They earmark it, the FBI, the COINTEL, and they say, okay, this is what we need to prevent from growing, but we need to help grow at the same time. You know what I mean? Like we need this to grow because of the poison it'll become to black people, and how this thing will go out and kill millions and millions of black men across the globe. You know what I mean? So when we look at what it became and the damage it done, then we looking in hindsight, not even withstanding what guides us, and we look at it right now. Look at the internet right now. I'm a black man, you a black man, trying to do something positive. I'm not preaching killing, gang banging, stealing, robbing, none of that. But you got suckers who on the internet all day long who talk about me, Jay, all the brothers who doing something positive, who constantly go with swords searching for us. This ain't no accident. It's the same thing you talking about. They just not beating us in the streets no more. They just not jumping out the car and pistol whooping us and taking us, dragging us off. They doing it diabolically. You got them right now, they searching out any black man who's doing something positive. How is that? When I could be doing what I used to do, putting guns in kids' hands, telling kids go rob this, go do this, go steal this, go do that. You know what I mean? So it's still happening. It's just happening in a different way. And it's still controlled by these same people we talking about. These dudes is moving with impunity. And I think the thing, I think it may have been when Trump was running his first term and he was running against Obama. Trump said, the internet.
He didn't run against Obama.
Who did he run against?
He ran against, who did Trump run against? That was Hillary Clinton. No,
Hillary Clinton, yeah.
No. Was that Hillary?
I think it was Hillary.
Who did Trump beat? Who did that bomb beat?
Whoever he was, I know they was talking about the strength of the internet and how.
So Barack ran the distance, and then it was Hillary.
It was Hillary?
Yeah, it was Hillary.
And he beat Hillary?
Yeah.
So he beat two women.
Yeah, that's about right.
So my man had only fought women.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, and they was talking about the strength of the internet, and they was talking about how they need to get it. And we look at how involved Russia, China, and all these other people have been involved in the influence of this weapon, this internet, and how they're able to shape different things by putting poison out there in our young people's mind. This is our best, this is our most severe war to this day. Even more than batons, they whooping their brains. You know what I mean? Like, the way we was getting beat on, we not getting beat on like that in LA no more. You know what I mean? That has changed, and that's what Trump is trying to go back to when he said he wants to be able to let the police do what they jump out and frisk and all that stuff. There ain't no reason to frisk no more. The violence in LA is not there like that no more. It hasn't been there in years, because you got a lot of Bloods and Crips who don't see it like they used to see it. It ain't as much of, jump out, bang, bang. You don't see that no more like that.
You just alluded to people saying certain things and coming at you after you decided that, you know what, I actually love my people.
Right.
And I want to protect my people. I want to help my people. And it doesn't seem like that since you turned a new leaf that you get more people trying to come at you
definitely
today than they would have if they know you were still active.
Well, that's what I talk about. I mean, and I don't do a lot of interviews because I don't try to give people stuff to go at. But I know for a fact that it's these people. It's not It's all diabolical because if you go at somebody, you want to fight somebody who's fighting you back. You know what I mean? Like a fight is not a fight
if you're not a coward.
Yeah.
If you're not a
If
coward.
you're not a coward.
Right.
If somebody's spending the time to talk about you or you fighting them, because me, I'm in the same place every day. I'm in the same place. You know what I mean? I'm in the same place. I'm at Crenshaw. I go live. I post where I'm gonna be at. I move how I'm gonna move. But I know my fight ain't these COINTEL. My fight is the white people who don't want to see a black man saving young black boys. This is the fight we have.
And how frustrating is it to you when you are those very black boys that you're fighting for side with the cat that got an issue with you?
Well, I don't think a lot of them are, man. Because I feel like when you can isolate it down to a few, and it's almost like this thing I tell people all the time. If you post something, you post a picture on Instagram, you get 1 million likes, and you get 1 dislike. Do I spend 5 hours concentrating on this 1 dislike? And let me be poignant for a second, right? Let me be poignant because I had this conversation. Let's talk about the gang, the Rolling 60 Crips, right? Let's take the elephant. We're going to remove the elephant out of the room. Okay. We're going to talk about the Rolling 60s. There are approximately, according to record, 5,000 across the state of California, affiliated, non-affiliated. If you only have 3, maybe 5, 6 ignorant nomads, that's 1 to every 1,000. Do we throw the whole mess away because 1 to every 1,000? No, you don't. You say how strong this unit is, and that's the reason why they talk about it so much, that they want to destroy it, because it has the potential of becoming something different. It has the potential of becoming what we as a people need. If the C's and B's seen that, they had a potential of growing into something, because what do we have now? We have men who have reached that age in a positive influence. I'm 58 years old. I have no intentions on doing none of the shit I did when I was a kid. I have no yearn to go out and stand on the corner and talk about how tough I am. I have no yearn to carry no gun. I mean, this is just not what I do. So I find it comfortable at 58 to be able to go in the A-Tray Gangsters, to be able to go in the Bloods, to be able to go in these places. And they receive me because they see me as a G who really grew into what a father and a man is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, and I never thought I'd be able to grow into that. I never thought that I would be able to be received. I walked in prison. In prison, I did 12 years. I did 12 years and some months in prison. And in that time, I serviced my people. I taught classes in prison. I taught Islam in prison. I taught government. I taught business. That's what I taught in prison. So the dudes who did time with me, they know how I served it. And I fought with my people in prison, good or bad. You know what I mean? I fought, I stabbed, I did all that, and I made it home. You know what I mean? But I have no intentions on going back and servicing that ignorance that I serviced before. But now here I am right now. I still deal with the ignorant nomads of the COINTEL program that's still alive and thriving, and that does not want to see black men help other black boys become men. This is really what we're dealing with. Because and I'm going to say it again, if I do not talk about you 24 hours a day, and I don't bring you up, I do my thing, 90% of my time is helping my community, but my company, my business, you if I'm with you, Jay and whoever is the focus of all conversation. So at some point we got to embrace it. At some point we got to say, well, let me deal with it legally and move on.
Yeah. You know, Frederick Douglass said that it's easier to build up strong children than to repair a broken man.
Alhamdulillah. I'm living that.
We get that, you know. You get that.
Mm-hmm.
That foundation that you have, developing options, that's important.
Yeah.
Talk about the work that you do.
Man, really, man, I live my life as an example on the change we can make. And I live my life as an example on the change that I have made and what we can do. Looking at Deion Henley is a prime example of what we do. I've been instrumental in helping not only my son, but 13 young men who have made it to the league.
Really?
Football, yeah.
13?
Yeah. Coming out of Crenshaw, yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
All out of Crenshaw.
All out of Crenshaw through our Pop Warner program, through Robert Garrett, who was a Crenshaw high head coach.
Man, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Man, you trying to go to heaven or something?
Yes, yes, I am.
Man, that's all right there.
Yeah.
Man. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, you thought
Man.
my son was the only one?
Yeah.
No, sir. I done helped in some kind of way and helped these young boys get to there from our area.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
good,
and just the
man.
time,
That's
and just the 21 years I've been home.
Damn.
In just the 21 years I've been home. Yeah, I've been touching. I've been working. I didn't help put, without a doubt, without question, over 1,500 kids and boys in school, out of school. Yeah, we've been working. I've been working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah, no wonder they don't like you.
right. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's
you
not.
got a target on your back.
Look, I've been doing
Yeah.
developing options. I started developing options. The actual name of it was Ex-Offenders Fellowship Network. And then we started doing business as a DBA as developing option. So I'm an actual nonprofit under Ex-Offenders Fellowship Network. That's what my number is. But I do business as developing option because when I first started it, there was another company with a similar name that had a lot of issues. So we ended up developing option, and I just as a name, but I'm a nonprofit under Ex-Offenders Fellowship Network. But I've been doing this 20-something years, bro. I was the first one. Facts. To do the 3-day weekend with the concerts, the wellness. If you go back and look on the internet, you're going to see that I've been doing this 20 years. I've been giving out food and feeding our community and having concerts and all that, toy drives, 20 years before anybody was doing it. Yeah, before anybody was. A lot of people would do certain different things. We got that from the OGs who was giving out chickens all the original brother gangsters who was feeding their community, but I put it together, the concerts, you know. So I've been doing this for years. I ain't just started this in the last 10 years. I came home, and I made a promise that if Allah let me come home, I was gonna be a help to my community. When I came home, we wasn't calling ourselves the Crenshaw District. That wasn't no saying. We wasn't even pushing Crenshaw. You know what I mean? And that came about because I was in prison. I used to always hear the brothers from Compton, how they celebrated Compton. And the other brothers celebrated Watts. And these other brothers celebrated somewhere. And I didn't want to celebrate South Central LA. I'm from the Crenshaw district. We went to Crenshaw. You know what I mean? And we wanted to celebrate Crenshaw. We wanted to celebrate our community because it had its roots in affiliation also at the same time. Because being from where we was, our section, it was called, really we called ourselves South Central LA, but South Central LA at that time was really considered Compton, Watts, and all that because it was South LA. We really was West LA. You know what I'm saying? But we're not West LA. We're not West LA because then that goes into my brothers, the Mansfields and the Marvins and the PBGs and all them, Venezuela, because that's considered West LA. So we not really, in our area, it's now called the Crenshaw District or the Crenshaw area, but prior to me coming home, we was kind of like no area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you know our area, it's kind of like from Western to the water down Slauson and Florence, and then Crenshaw runs through it. But Crenshaw only runs through our section, from our section, maybe 20 blocks at the most. You know what I mean? And we claimed that little section and we made it popular. But that's also old Crenshaw. That's also where, 50 years ago, if you was black, African-American, you couldn't party in Hollywood. You party right there at Crenshaw.